Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm going to talk about hybrid picking today. So grab a pick, grab the tabs below, and let me walk you through some of these examples. There's going to be 2 practice examples and then 2 song examples, and we're going to finish up with that Fleetwood Mac song, so you can stick around till the end, hopefully, and check that out. Join me on Patreon if you want to get the tabs and access to all this stuff on a monthly basis. Okay, so the first example I'm going to show you is from a D shape, okay? But I'm gonna just play D5. First finger here on the A, third finger on the D. Now, hybrid picking is when you're holding your pick like you normally do, but then you're gonna take these 2 fingers and play adjacent strings, okay? So instead of, you know, kind of the example is this, okay? That's the first measure. Now, you can see I'm using a pick, but here, I'm picking these 2 just like that, as if I was finger picking. Hybrid, so it's a hybrid between using a pick and using your fingers. Now if I just played it with the pick, it could sound like this. A little different sound, right? So hybrid gives you a different sound. Now I went to this chord, which is basically C sus2. I left my third finger on the D, and I play and I do these with my finger, and then I went to a G. Okay, so that's my first example. We've never done any hybrid picking, just from a D to a C sus2 to a G5. Easy shapes with your left hand, okay? Then I'm gonna use those same shapes, but now I'm gonna pick individually like this. See how I'm doing that? Pick, middle finger, ring finger. So some of my students have never done this before, and I forget that I just do it so often that I don't talk about it, but it is a very cool technique. So you can practice these 2 examples, slow or fast. I mean, work on it. If it's slow, that's fine. Just get it to where you're comfortable using a pick and fingers. Now, the first song example I came up with was an old song by AC/DC, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. So it kind of goes like this. Like a bluesy, so what am I doing? What they did was a G sharp and a B open, and it's finger picked like this with these 2. All right, and then you can put down on an A and a C sharp, which is 2-2. And then you're gonna come up to a 4-3, which is a B and a D. Right? Now go back, this time with the bar on the first finger, play the A note open, it's like an A chord. But if I play it like that, it sounds really neat. Then up to here, we already did that chord. Now we're going to bend the G a little bit and hit an E, basically a power chord with the pick. So you can see with my right hand how it wouldn't sound like that if I was using a pick the whole time. So it's a really neat sound. Obviously this was an electric guitar, but you know me, I love my acoustic stuff. Okay, so finally, we're gonna do Fleetwood Mac's RHIANNON. Again, he might not have used a pick at all, but you know, a lot of us like that, and I'm using this as an example of how you could hybrid pick. So you're gonna play an A and a C and an open A, and this is basically an A minor without the use of the 4th string. So now I'm gonna take these 2 fingers up to a B and a D, and then these 2 fingers are gonna drop down on a C and an E, and then back to the B and the D, and back to the A and the C, open, open, and then E and an A, which is sort of like an A power chord, right? So that's the movement, and you can see my right hand is plucking over here. I'm not using the pick yet. Now the pick is gonna do like a quarter note, but what I'm gonna do for this song is just sort of palm mute it like that. Okay, now that's gonna keep going, and now over here I'm gonna do I'll do it slower. this is an F, but again, I'm not going to play the full shape F. I'm skipping the 5th string. I'm going to play F, skip the 5th string, F, then an A. So that's 1, 3, 2 frets, right? And the same thing, this is going to go like this on that F, but here is going to go. So it's F and A, or 3 and 2, open, open, and then a 2 and a 1, then back to that. So if you can see that, then I went, I don't know if he did that, but I think he does, something like that. So again, so this is Hybrid Picking 101. If you like this example, shoot me a message, join me on Patreon, and you can get the tabs for pretty much everything and more. And you know, there's chord and lyric sheets for songs and things like that. Yeah, shoot me a message if you have a question, and we can talk more about this, or I can do another example if you like this one. But I have not done anything on hybrid picking as of yet, so I thought I'd throw it out there. Hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.